Every rank has its price, but the cost of level 9? That's when things get personal. The streets are a jungle. Understanding the ranks, especially why level 9 is lethal, is survival. Welcome to the family. Today, we're going to explain every rank in the cartel and why level 9 is the last one you'll ever reach. Every cartel rank explained, why level 9 is fatal. The street is watched. Observers are everywhere, monitoring the vehicles. I'm going to tell you how it works. Everything you need to know about the ranks.
Every operation needs eyes on the street. The lookout out there, he's watching the clock. He sees everything before it happens.
You see that screen? It's not just luggage. We are always watching. Every move is calculated. I'm talking about the pressure. The kind of pressure that makes a man sweat bullets even when he's doing everything right. You think you know how it works? You don't know the first thing. These are the rules. The investigators have found the location. Now we wait.
In our line of business, security isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. These men ensure that our operations run smoothly, deep beneath the city streets.
You think you understand, but you don't. Level 9? That's not just a rank. That's a death sentence waiting to happen. You want to know how the cartel really works? Look closer at the ranks, especially level 9.
The key to longevity in this life is keeping things quiet. Let the screen do the shouting. We just manage the flow.
You think you know the game? Let me tell you about level 9s. It ain't about the money, understand? It's about the respect. You think you know how it works? Let me tell you about level 9. You want to know where the real wealth is? This isn't just money. This is the future. The streets are a chessboard. You need to understand who holds the territory. Level 9 is everything, trust me. You think you understand the game? Think again. These are the roads where the real power travels, under the cover of night. Watch closely. You want to move product, you need routes. International routes, they all lead here. And trust me, getting to level 9 won't be easy. Every cartel rank explained.
Find out why level 9 is facial.
Level 9 is the rank and why it's fatal. The streets run on power, and in this world there are rules. Break them and you learn about the ranks the hard way. Law enforcement is always watching. You think you understand the game? You haven't seen anything yet. There's always a higher level, and always a way to get caught.
This is the critical moment. They are looking at each other, wondering who talked. The tension in that room is thick enough to cut with a knife.
The streets run on respect, but rank. Rank is power. And level 9, that's where you find out who lives and who dies. You want power? You need the ranks. You need to understand the stakes. This is how it works. And this is what it gets you.
This is the entry point. We move at dawn.
The harbor route is compromised. The secondary route offers better cover.
We have a serious breach at level 9. I want names now.
My loyalty is not in question, Javier. We both know who benefits from this.
This outlines the entire operation. We proceed as planned.
And the risks, are they accounted for?
They are minimal. We have Q3 projections ready.
You think you understand the game. You've only seen the surface. Level 9 is not just fatal, it's final.
By the time someone reaches this stage, the story usually changes. Because level 9 is where pressure finally breaks people. Law enforcement already knows who you are. They know your operations. They know the people around you. And when they bring you into a room like this, the goal isn't just to arrest you. The goal is to make you talk. Across the table sit investigators who have been studying the organization for years. They know the routes. They know the money flow. They know the hierarchy. What they need now is confirmation. And this is where many level 9 members make the decision that seals their fate. Some stay silent, but many don't. Because when the evidence starts piling up, cooperation suddenly becomes the only way to avoid spending the rest of your life behind bars. Documents appear, Financial records, phone logs, photographs, connections, and slowly, piece by piece, the structure begins to reveal itself. When analysts map these organizations, a pattern always appears. At the bottom of the hierarchy, thousands of people come and go. But near the top, the structure becomes incredibly fragile. Level 9 is the tipping point. The survival rate drops dramatically. Very few people who reach this position remain free for long. And while some members are facing investigators, others are still sitting at the top of the system. Powerful figures meeting in guarded rooms, discussing strategy, protecting their interests, and trying to maintain control over an empire built on secrecy. From the outside, it can look like absolute power. Luxury homes, expensive cars, private compounds protected by layers of security. But that wealth is only the surface. Behind it lies a massive international network, routes stretching across continents. Supply chains moving through borders, ports, highways, and cities. And because the scale is so large, the attention it attracts is even larger. Around the world, intelligence teams work quietly behind screens filled with maps and data. Agencies coordinate across countries, sharing information, building cases, waiting for the moment when the network finally exposes a weakness. When that moment comes, operations move quickly. Arrests happen fast. Targets are taken into custody before they can disappear. And once someone enters the system, the next stop is often a place like this. A long corridor of cold metal doors. Prison cells where many former members of these organizations eventually end up. But the collapse doesn't always happen in one dramatic moment. Sometimes it begins with a quiet operation. Officers entering locations once believed to be untouchable. Warehouses, safe houses, meeting points, places that once powered the organization suddenly become empty shells. And when investigators map the network again, the difference becomes clear. Nodes disappear. Connections vanish. The structure weakens. The hierarchy that once looked powerful starts to crumble, because systems like this rely on loyalty. And loyalty becomes fragile when fear enters the equation. Inside closed rooms, conversations become tense. Every glance raises suspicion. Every decision could be interpreted as betrayal. In organizations built on power and secrecy, betrayal is not rare. It's inevitable. Eventually, the system closes in. Prison doors shut. Power disappears. And the hierarchy that once seemed unbreakable slowly fades away, level by level, until nothing remains but the story of how it all collapsed. Because in the end, every cartel hierarchy follows the same pattern. It rises, it expands, it dominates, and eventually, it falls. Every time.